Hi, my name's Bob Sinkovic, and I've got a special treat for you tonight. You know, we've often heard that Cleveland has a bad economy, 10.9% unemployment, there's no jobs in Cleveland. Well, today I want to introduce you to someone that, in spite of all the adversity, can still make it. Got a $15,000 Harley, it's currently in the process of buying a house, has a sports car, and you know what he does for a living? He's a dishwasher. And we're talking about jobs that nobody wants to do, and we're talking about jobs that are low-paying jobs. And yet this individual can overcome all obstacles and beat a lot of people who have higher-paying jobs. With that, I'd like to introduce my friend Harold Klein. Harold.
Bob.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you do today?
Good. Hey, Harold, I remember when you worked for me at the New Orleans Showboat. 2 years ago, you were the dishwasher there. You didn't have anything. I mean, we're talking zero. How did you accomplish so much in such a short period of time? You have a $15,000 Harley here. You're in the process of buying a house, and you also have a sports car. Now, from 0 to 2 years, and you've got all these material assets, and I know what you do for a living, and I know how much you make, and I am amazed, and that's why I had to have this video made for Facebook. Because there are so many people out there that have problems, that say I don't make enough money, and they're making good money, but they say I don't make enough, and they say I can't find a job, and you've overcome both those obstacles. How do you do it?
A lot of hard work, patience, and a lot of hours. Jobs are hard to find. And I got what I got, and I just do my best. It's trusting. And
but you started out with 0 2 years ago. I mean, we're talking nothing.
I was working for almost a year, 7 days a week.
Is that what it takes?
Yeah, a lot of hours. 40 maybe. I work 7 days a week for like a year.
Wow.
Between 10, 12 hours a day. And luckily I live with a family member, so $600 a month's all I got to pay. That gives me, money to save. Right now I'm in the process of saving it, banking what I had, and that's what I did for a year. I got my car last year, and then just 4 weeks ago I bought this. Pretty much got a deal on it, but yeah, I just got this.
That's so cool. How do you maintain though? Because I know people that if they work 4 days in a row, they're already crying that they need some time off. And you've managed to work 7 days for, well, at least the first year that I know of, and you've done great. How do you keep that attitude? How do you keep that persistence, the determination to keep going?
My part, I pretty much like keeping busy. The hours are long, but I'm just used to being on the go. I actually have taken a week off vacation. You have? And
where'd you go?
Nowhere. I stayed home and just slept for a week. Literally, yeah. I just stayed home, didn't go nowhere. I just a week off from work just to recoup, and I actually cut it short by a day, and I went back to work after 6 days off. But the long hours don't bother me. I get stressed out sometimes at work, but then I just keep going because I know, if I just throw the towel in and quit, it's hard to find the job, and you got to take what you can get. And
That's
just
true.
keep in mind that something better will come along. If, that's it. You got to think ahead. That, and the Lord's with me, so that keeps me going.
That's great.
And it's just hard, but you got to have that determination and that will.
How do you maintain an attitude doing that, though? I mean, that's got to be tough.
Yeah, it is. It's not easy. I have my days, but the good Lord keeps me going. That's part of it.
You just keep pushing and persevering, and then all of a sudden it breaks.
Yes, I have my bad times, but I also got to remember that if I just give in and quit, that's not the way to go, and I'm going to be back to where I was. I just deal with it, stay strong, laugh it off, and keep the same attitude.
Well, what do you think about people who say they can't find any jobs in Cleveland and there's no work?
If they're willing to do a job that they feel they can do better, you're not going to find the job. But you take what you can get and just deal with it, work with it, and do your best. Sooner or later, something's going to come along. I'm working between 2 jobs.
Right now, you are?
Right now, I work two days at one place and I work 3 days at another. And
So it's still only 5 days a week, though. You still got 2 days off.
But my second job, though, is it's a lot of, you want to work, and I always work. Last year it was 4 days at the main job, and then it was 3 days at the other job.
Well, how do you deal with that urge to party and say, you know, I've been working hard, I deserve to go out and just blow all this money? And
Unfortunately, I've been actually saving every bit I can get. I literally have not even been on a date since I started working.
We'll see everybody. Harold's available.
Yes, I am.
2 years. We know he's doing well financially right now. And that's, what do you say to people that have the low-paying jobs? You know, and they just say, I can't cut it. You know, I make $200, $300, $400 a week, and I'm really struggling.
You just gotta cut back, get what you can get. What you don't really need, don't get. I don't spend a lot of money on material things. I bank half. I get literally take one check from a main job at bank and don't use it, and I'll live off of my second job. And if that don't make it at the end of the month, phone I use
no phone.
I have a cell phone, Revel service.
Well, that's a phone. A lot of
Revel
people
service, $45 a month.
A lot of people are doing that now.
Don't use internet. I only got internet service at my house. Don't use cable. I just cut out all the main bills. And fortunately, I live with a family member, so it's only
well, that's got to help too.
That's
though.
like $600-700 a month that I pay out, and that's it. So I'm actually able to save money that way. But
That's
once
cool.
I get out, I already know I'll have enough to pay my mortgage, pay my bills, and I only have maybe $500-600 left over at the end of the month. But I'll save it and bank it. That's pretty much why I've been saving what I got, because I know hard times will come.
So you'll be ready for the next problem area we have in this economy.
Exactly.
I can't.
But that is so cool, though, that you just take a job that no one else wants to do. You do the job, have a great attitude about it, and succeed at it. I mean, it did take 2 years, but still, you're doing better than a lot of people.
Oh yeah, better. Yeah, most than I know. Yeah, and there's some that do have good jobs that are union workers, and
they don't have nothing.
they work. Yeah, they don't have nothing. They work 4 months, and then all of a sudden they're laid off, and they just get in that mainstream of spending a certain amount of money.
I think you did a great job from zero to a lot of material assets and really on your way to a very successful life. What would you share with the people that are watching this video right now that are maybe a little depressed and say, I can't find a job, I can't make it on what I'm earning, you know, I'm having a hard time? What could you possibly share with them to help them get through maybe the next couple days or the next week and just help them along?
Dishwasher. Not proud of the job, but I got a job, and there's a lot of things you don't need. You don't need cable. I have internet service. My cell phone, there's no internet on it. $45 a month. Phones, I don't have a phone. I got a cell phone. It's just what things you don't need, don't get it. You don't need to have a whole lot of new clothes. You don't have to have the best car or the best house around. Get what you can afford. Don't go over your head. Know how to save money. I know how to save money.
Yes, you do.
I haven't been out on a date in a long time, but it's coming. But I'm saving
Harold's
money.
available if anybody wants to know Harold. Just Facebook us. Thanks for watching today, and I hope that Harold inspired you to do a little bit more, to go a little bit further, and not complain so much. Thanks.
Night, people. Stay strong.